Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee first.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off around the 41. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, he's going to take a shot right. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago.
To number 82.
A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. Looking here for Smith downfield. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Oh, That's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Complete. It's Henry. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And finding Pruitt. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Tannehill on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Give the sack to Barkevious Mingo, the former number 6 pick. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Watch the boot, watch the boot. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Here's Tannehill. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And this is picked up by the Bears. The 30. 10. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Off play action, Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
To number 82.
A big play there. With his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. As the Bears push further out in front. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Makes the score Bears 21, Titans nothing. Aldrich Rosa set to kick.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
At the 39-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now a 2nd down and 6. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Derrick Henry.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st.
Yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
At the 5-yard line.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Made at the 3-yard line.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Here's Tannehill. Being chased down under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
5-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points It's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
On the play. And the Bears first down.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago.
Complete to
Darnell Mooney with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Bears 28, Titans 3. Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tannehill steps away to his left. Now the ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Bears. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 34.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Darnell Mooney, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bears add on.
The extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Titans 3. Aldrich Rosa set to kick
So
off.
not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
By the Bears.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100-1. And it's not looking good for them here.
Now Balaj. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. He gets it to Humphries. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. It's caught. Humphries. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
On first down, Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Last year's All-Pro punter Brett Kern comes on for Tennessee, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Bears continue to pour it on.
Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran off.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Here's Jackson. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Titan football.
1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, the good news, they got to stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 13.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. And some room to work. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
24-yard gain.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Titans' 5-yard line.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Darnell Mooney, the target there.
At the 4-yard line. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Darnell Mooney.
From 4 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got it. 2nd and 2.
At the 36-yard line.
They'll run it again with Henry. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. Again, it's Henry. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
Brought down back at the 27.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 28, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try to put points on the board.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Titan. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Returnable here for Davis. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go, T. Here I come. Mine's 54. Street. Pick it up. Pick it up.
But first down, Hurts.
Dancing, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jack Crawford just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
It's second down.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that gonna be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now the Bears gonna call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6.
Check nickel. 36.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 7 yards there and a first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Tennessee getting the first down and a big play of 18 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last season, makes the stop.
On second down, here's Henry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
It's 3rd and 11.
58's the money. 58's the money.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Chicago, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. I'm Brandon Gunn. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.